Hi, I'm Tola Okogwu, and I'm the author of Onyeka and the Academy of the Sun. And I'm setting week 6 of the Coram Beanstalk Super Summer Challenge. Now, Onyeka and the Academy of the Sun is about a young girl called Onyeka who discovers that she has superpowers. Now, Onyeka has a lot of hair. It's the kind of hair that draws attention. So when she walks in the room, everybody stops, stares, gasps, whispers, some might even laugh. It is an attention grabbing head of hair. And Onyeka hates this because all Onyeka wants to do is fit in, and her hair makes it very, very hard. And one day, while she's at the swimming pool with her best friend Cheyenne, Cheyenne gets in trouble in the water and nearly drowns. And Onyeka goes to try and save her best friend. And she also gets in trouble in the water. And all seems lost until suddenly her hair comes to life and she discovers that she has superpowers and she saves her best friend. Obviously, Onyeka's very confused by all of this, and she goes to speak to her mom, and she's like, "Mom, what happened? How do I have superpowers?" And her mom tells her that she's something called a Solari, which is a genetically enhanced human. And she has to go back to Nigeria and a special school called the Academy of the Sun, where there are other children just like her, where she learns to control and use her powers. She makes friends while she's at the academy, but she also makes some enemies, and she discovers a threat to all Solari. This book is action packed, it's exciting, full of adventure, and all about great friendships and also finding your true power. I thought it'd be great if I read from a little bit, just a little bit from chapter 1, if that's okay. So remember I said that Onyeka went to a swimming pool with her best friend Cheyenne and they get in trouble in the water. So at the point that we meet them, Cheyenne has slipped under the water and Onyeka can't see her anymore, has swum out, even though she's not a fantastic swimmer herself, but she swum out to try and rescue her. And she's now dived under the water, found Cheyenne at the bottom of the pool, grabbed her. You ready? Okay. I push downwards and wrap an arm around her small body before kicking out, trying to propel us upwards. But I'm too tired, and with the added weight of Cheyenne, it's even harder to move. My body seems to have finally remembered that I can't actually swim that well. A prickle begins in my head, and my grip on Cheyenne loosens. We're going to die here, at the bottom of a swimming pool, in the middle of Woolwich. Panic fills my chest as prickling pain spreads through my body, and I try to calm down enough to think. 0, I count in my head. I work to find a color and texture, but all I can see is blue, and all I feel is wet. 1, I try again, but I just can't hold on to the numbers. Anger curses through me. I don't want to die. I don't want to leave Mum on her own. I kick out hard and try to swim to the surface, but my arms and legs aren't listening. My entire body is burning for oxygen. Then suddenly, a sharp pain covers my entire scalp, and the world around me transforms as my hair curves into a protective bubble, quickly surrounding us. My mouth opens, unable to believe my eyes, and water rushes in like a tidal wave. Just as the water starts to slide down my throat, the bubble solidifies around Cheyenne and me, like a giant shield. For a moment, everything is still and strange and beautiful. Then, without warning, we start moving quickly towards the surface, pushed by the shield of hair. As my head clears the water, my hair melts away behind me like a dream, and an arm yanks us up. I gasp in some much needed air, my chest heaving with the effort, and water streams from my eyes and nose as we are hauled to the side of the pool. And that's just a little snippet from the book, which I hope you enjoyed. And so now for the challenge, I hope you're all excited as I am. So the challenge is to find your superpower. I want you to imagine what it would be like if you had a superpower. Would it be a hidden power, or would it be a power that other people could see just by looking at you? I get asked a lot, what would your superpower be if you had one? And mine would be to stop time. The reason being that I would like to be able to nap without missing anything. So I would literally just stop time, have a quick nap, bit of a snooze, and then wake up, start time again, and I've missed out on nothing. Nobody's affected, just me. And, I'm not feeling all refreshed. So that would be my superpower. But what would yours be? And would the people around you know that you had a superpower? If you were walking down the street, would they be able to tell? And what would it be like to walk down the street knowing you had a superpower? I want you to think about all these things and even try it out. Maybe next time you're out and about on the street walking, imagine what your superpower could be and how people might react to you, depending on whether it's a hidden power or an obvious power, and how you might use this power. So I have some top tips for you, 3 of them that might help you with this challenge. The first one is to think of something unique and special about yourself that you could use to create this power. For example, one of the things that I think is special about me is my ability to write, and that I love writing. So perhaps a power around that would be anytime I wrote something, whatever I wrote comes to life or actually happens. Another thing that I think I'm really good at is singing. I love to sing. So perhaps the power could be that when I sing, my voice compels the people around me to do whatever I want them to do. How amazing would that power be? But I'd have to be very careful with it and how I, what I told people to do. The next tip number 2, is to use your imagination and think of something fun that you could do with your superpower. It doesn't always have to be serious, but it could be really fun. Like your character, your superpower could be that, you're super elastic and you're just boing around or bounce around like a bouncy ball. So something fun like that. And my final tip is think about how your power could help somebody, especially somebody in need or trouble, because I think the best superheroes are the ones that use their power for good to help others. So thinking about how your power could do that might also help you. And that's it. That's the challenge. Find your superpower. And I'm really looking forward to hearing all about all your superpowers, secret or not. And I hope you have a lot of fun with this challenge. Thank you so much and take care, everybody.